Imagine waking up one morning, and the sun simply doesn't rise. The sky stays dim, days feel like twilight, crops begin to fail, famine spreads, and soon, a deadly plague follows. This isn't the plot of a dystopian movie. This is history, and the year was 536. Historians and scientists agree, 536 may have been the worst year to be alive. Why? A mysterious, massive volcanic eruption, possibly in Iceland, sent a giant cloud of ash across the northern hemisphere. For 18 months, the sun's rays were blocked. The Byzantine historian Procopius wrote, "The sun gave forth its light without brightness. It seemed extremely like the sun in eclipse." The effects were devastating. Temperatures dropped by as much as 2.5 degrees Celsius. That's enough to ruin agriculture across Europe and Asia. Snow fell, in summer. Crops didn't grow. Famine swept across Europe, the Middle East, and parts of China. But it gets worse. Just a few years later, in 541, the first outbreak of what would become known as the Justinian Plague, an early form of bubonic plague, began. It wiped out entire cities. Some scholars estimate up to 50 million deaths, roughly half the world's population at the time. How do we know 536 was so catastrophic? Ice core samples from Greenland and Antarctica show layers of volcanic ash from that year. Tree rings across the world reveal stunted growth, a sign of the cold summers and lack of sunlight. Why should we care about a disaster from nearly 1,500 years ago? Because it shows how fragile human civilization can be when nature strikes. One volcano blocked the sun. One eruption led to global famine and pandemic. Today, with all our technology, we're still vulnerable to such events. Year 536 was called the darkest year in human history. A time when the sun itself seemed to vanish. But humanity endured. And knowing this story today, helps us prepare for tomorrow.